Swing Shift is a 1984 American romantic drama set on the World War II home front. Directed by Jonathan Demme, fresh off acclaim for Melvin and Howard. It stars Goldie Hawn as a Navy wife who takes a factory job while her husband is overseas, forming deep friendships with other women, and a complicated romance with a co-worker played by Kurt Russell. The film was released by Warner Brothers on April 13, 1984. The story captures the Rosie the Riveter era of women stepping into industrial jobs to support the war effort, but the final cut leans more toward romance than the original vision. Plot summary. Shortly after Pearl Harbor, Kay Walsh, Hawn, a young homemaker happily married to naval seaman Jack, Ed Harris, takes a job at a California aircraft factory to make ends meet. Lonely and isolated, she slowly bonds with her embittered neighbor Hazel, Christine Lahti, a former club singer also working the line. Over months, factory foreman and jazz musician Lucky Lockhart, Russell, classified 4F and unfit for service, persistently woos Kay. Their connection deepens at factory parties and dances, leading to an affair. It's less a high-stakes war epic and more a slice-of-life character study with period detail, swing music, factory camaraderie, and the emotional cost of waiting at home. The deep production drama, a battle for control. This is where Swing Shift gets messy, and why it's a cult case study in Hollywood power dynamics. Original screenplay by Nancy Dowd, later pseudonym Rob Morton after disputes, Demme signed on as a hot young director, shooting in 1983 with a focus on the women's factory friendship and empowerment. Hawn's company was deeply involved. Principal photography wrapped, but Warner Brothers, and reportedly Hawn, disliked Demme's cut. It emphasized Hazel and the group too much, cutting away from Kay at key emotional moments. Hawn pushed for more spotlight on her character's romance with Russell, whom she fell in love with on set. The studio sided with her. In December 1983, they ordered 30 minutes of reshoots, new scenes to make Hazel more sympathetic and amp up the love triangle. This delayed release from February to April 1984 and ballooned the budget from $14 million to $15 million. Demme and his editor walked away in protest, refusing to participate in changes they didn't believe in. He kept the directing credit, but removed a Jonathan Demme film from posters and ads. Hawn later defended it as just trying to get the movie to work. Demme called it the worst experience of his career. Bootleg VHS copies of his original cut circulated for years. Critics like Steve Weinberg, Sight and Sound, hailed it as extraordinary, one of the best movies made by an American in the 80s. The theatrical version feels compromised, smoother but blander, with underdeveloped characters. Reception, box office, and awards. Critics were mixed to positive on the released version, 87% on Rotten Tomatoes, from 15 reviews, though audience scores hovered around 41%, and CinemaScore gave it a C+. Roger Ebert gave it 3 stars, praising its absorbing quality. Others, such as Gene Siskel, found it flat, inconsistent, and undernourished despite Q's strong period look. The film earned $6 million against a $15 million budget. Christine Lahti scored an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress and the best reviews of her career. Swing Shift is a modest, uneven gem overshadowed by its production saga. It shines in depicting women's factory lives, friendship, independence, then abrupt post-war displacement, without heavy-handed messaging. The Demme-Hawn clash highlights star versus director tensions. Demme bounced back bigger. Hawn and Russell have lived happily ever after. Today you can find Swing Shift on streaming rental, and worth seeking for Lahti's performance, the swing-era vibe, and that irresistible Hawn-Russell spark. The what if of Demme's cut keeps film buffs hunting bootlegs.